Hey everyone, this is Ron Collins. Today I'm going to talk about how to avoid web design mistakes that can hurt your ranking. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, you spent a lot of time designing your website. You've picked an attractive theme, added stunning images, and you wrote some killer content and you love it. The only problem, you aren't getting any visitors. In fact, your site is nowhere to be seen on page 1 or even page 2 or 3 of Google. So what's going on? Your web design might be the reason your site isn't ranking in the search engines. So here's the most common web design mistakes you can avoid. All right, first is poor website navigation. Now, this is an extreme example of poor navigation. Ask yourself, what do I want my visitors to do? Lead them on a journey. Tell a story about what you do. Your visitors will like it and Google will like it. Second, slow page speed. If visitors take time to click on your site and it takes forever to load, they'll be gone before you know it. If you want your visitors to stay, make sure your pages load in 3 seconds or less. So here's some things you can do. You can optimize your image. Now, if you have very large images, let's say 4,000 by 3,000 pixels, you don't need an image that big for the web. If it's a hero image, maybe 1,200 pixels wide. Smaller image could be anywhere from 300 pixels to 800 pixels wide. So scale it down first, then compressing your images will make your site load faster. There are many tools like Tiny JPEG and Tiny PNG for compressing images. If you run a WordPress site, then WP Smush or Magify will help compress images on the fly. Use a caching app. For WordPress sites, install plugins like WP Rocket, which is probably the best one out there. They don't have a free version, it's all paid, or WP Super Cache, which is a free version. Minify and cache scripts. Now I'll use a plugin called Autoptimize. It's a free WordPress plugin that makes optimizing your site really easy. It can aggregate, minify, and cache scripts and styles, and also lazy load images. And you can use a fast WordPress theme. Now here's 3 of them right here. The Hello theme by Elementor. This theme is simple and minimalistic, allowing for a clean interface and fast speed. Astra, this is the theme I use most often. It's one of the fastest loading themes for WordPress. And Kadence, this is a newer theme developer, allows you to have beautiful design without compromising speed. Right? Your website may not be mobile friendly. Now, more people than ever are using their smartphone to surf the web. In fact, 70% of all digital media is consumed in the US is done from a smartphone. If your site isn't optimized for mobile, expect it to essentially be invisible in the search engine results. So here's an example on the left. This site is not mobile ready. The text is too small. Images are too small. The clickable elements are too small. But on the right is fixed where you can see the text. The buttons are nice and big to click on, and the image is bigger. Text and images. I'm surprised that so many web designers do this. Having text in the image instead of on top of the image causes some problems. The problem is when you add text directly into an image, you're missing out on the chance of using H1 headings, subheads, headlines, and relevant keywords. Although your visitors can read the text and the images, search engines cannot. All right, you could have some thin content. In the online world, your website is your storefront. This means you should decorate it so visitors are attracted to it and know exactly what you want and offer. Also, you want to optimize it for keywords so people can find you. Avoid thin content. So here's some examples of thin content. Not having service or product pages. Eliminating these pages means letting go of the chance to rank for relevant keywords. Also, having all of your services on one page is not a good idea. It's a great idea to have one keyword or service per page. Make it easy for Google to understand what every one of your web pages is about. Now, it's okay to include your services in the home page with a brief synopsis and links to specific pages dedicated to that service, like I have here. This is taken from my site. So it's just a brief synopsis of what these services are, and then these are clickable elements that goes to its own page. All right, you may have pages with broken links. If your site has many pages with lots of links, internal and external, you are eventually going to end up with links that are no longer valid. In other words, the links are broken, and this is not good for your SEO. I use a plugin for my WordPress sites called Broken Link Checker. This is a free plugin. It monitors and tests all internal and external links on your site, looking for broken links. And it notifies you when you have a broken link. It helps you fix bad links to improve SEO and user experience. So if you're having trouble with your web design, contact Lacy SEO. And I hope this video helps. And everybody be blessed, and we'll see you next time.